Yo, this is Nomifactory hard mode, part 48. So yeah. Last time we crafted the assembly line for the first time, so that's what we want to build right now. Let's see if we can actually do that. Maybe these guys, we can put them here. And so on. Okay. Ludicrous voltage. So what I assume is that there's a database. Or it's called like data. Or data bank. Whatever. So, 1, 2, 3. This is where we start. So how's the assembly line constructed? Oops. I think we want to go actually one high. So that we can easily, or maybe even too high, so that we can easily access stuff like there. I think. Or is it also possible? Only no, okay. So it's not possible. Yeah, okay, then we have to put it like too high, right? There should be a assembly line. Oops. Does the first one have an input? No. So it's basically over here that we need to put the input buses 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. And the back this one. Alright, so the assembly line goes where? Oh no. So the first one has one. What? Alright. Because yeah, the last one also needs one, right? Yeah. Yeah, so assembly lines will be kind of the bottleneck for the end game. Then I think on top. And then here we will put this one here, right? So your fluid then should also be here. Where does the grade come? Ah, so they... The question is a little bit, do we want to actually have the energy hedges down there? I don't think so. We should, can we place them there? I think so, yeah. Between 1 and 3. Yeah. Then we maybe also do the... All right. Yeah, all of the grains need to be here. I think we maybe have to put this one over here. We can put this here over here. I think this is how it should be. Structure is incomplete. What is missing? Let's quickly see. Really? Okay. No. Maybe we want to push everything like 1 down, because then we have a little bit more space here or in between there. Oh my god. Okay, but we can then remove this stuff here. Okay. Luckily this doesn't break. Okay, here is everything fine, right? Except for here we just need to... Where's my input bus? Like this. Ah. So now. Okay, I don't understand why you can't put the stuff there. Okay, let's do a very simple recipe. Maybe we can also solve that with peer-to-peer tunnels. So, what we most definitely need is a buffer. That is a very important one. Otherwise, we cannot paralyze that stuff. And apparently, we also have quite a lot of stuff there. The electrolyzer should be working, yeah. Okay, so the question is a little bit, how should we do that? I think we should have something like this up here. Yeah, maybe I think we shouldn't use tin. How much can they do? 16 items per second. Yeah, that's a little bit low. I think we need at least 64 per second. But yeah, I also want to try if we can actually so we could put this one here, right? All right, so then let's first get a dual interface, right? Dual interface. Yeah. One should be enough for now. So, all right, like this. And then the question is kind of, and may we put this like one up? I have a quick question. If we do we have a water bucket here? That is actually very good. Okay, so we will remove this here. Yeah, it's a little bit of a learning experience for me. Because I've never automated the assembly line in that way. But yeah, still the same principle kind of applies. So. Okay, what if we have 1, 2, 14, so 30 more peer-to-peer tunnels. Does this actually work? Yeah. And this shouldn't also be that difficult to craft. It's just some so yeah, in the meantime, I think we need what are the early yeah, no, we could do fusion mark, but this requires a research, right? Kind of. So what if we take here item interfaces and okay, so first of all, what we can do is of course this and this, right? Then we can do this and this. We could also do the following. Just here for the first one. To do something like this. Because we need to separate. We need to separate this stuff. The question is now, are they get pushed in order or not? That is where we need now a quartz fiber for that. Because if not, then we have kind of a problem. Otherwise, everything is fine. Because I want to have it more instantaneous, because peer-to-peer tunnels are more instantaneous. And we can very easily just say, okay, this one goes to here, 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 and here. Can we do blocking mode here? I don't know if it's working, but Okay, let's quickly go through here and mark what is kind of important for now. Yeah, we need this one. Now ZPM, this requires us. It's only a scan, okay. But this one here, yeah. The conveyor modules. Pump. Piston. Robo arm. LUV field generator, right? LUV sensor. Emitter. So how many is this already? How many can we actually... I think we can only put in this data access hatch, right? 9. Okay. Anything else that is kind of important? This is LUV. We could craft a UV circuit, but this requires ZPM. I'm looking at you. But this actually would be great. Ah, okay, but it requires research. Okay, never mind. Yeah, then advanced data access hatch. Data bank. Oh yeah, maybe the so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anything else? Okay, this just needs an LEV assembler. Yeah, that's one then. At some point. Ah, no, we can craft them all in here. Okay. The warp drives. Bulk plus chiller. Maquada reactor. So do all the accelerators. Yeah, that's all UHV. Even the T8 can be. Okay. So yeah, we need now 9 data sticks. And then we need to see if we can automate this. Why is that here? Yeah, because all of them should be in a pattern, right? Yeah. Okay, we need to do first soldering alloy. How do you do that? On a 10. That is on the 3. Um, 1, 0, 2, I think. 3, right? No, what? Dude. I can't count. This was, I think, here the extractor, right? So yeah, soldering alloy is a very important component. Then we also need a lot of stuff here. So, this, and this. So let's see if can we do the niobium. We can do one time. Okay, so this is done. Maybe we also need some patterns. Yes. No. Somewhere over here. Okay. Okay, so Mariam will be the first one that we need to do here. Longer. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so we need an IV motor, right? This needs to go into our polarizer. Okay, let's do the last thing, which is kind shut up. With that, okay. That needs to go into a lathe. That's kind of the question if we want to put that into an alloy smelter or if you want to do. Yeah. We would need then again an alloy smelter. Okay. Next one up. Right, this LEV motor. So, and how I think I understand how it works is we just put this here. But we can craft. Do we really need this? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. need like 4 steel plates. Mm-hmm. Shape. We did a conveyor, right? Next thing is pump. So let's set the stuff really quick. Should be a problem. Okay. Okay. So this one should go into the lathe. Yeah, it's like random bullshit, dude. I think ring. No. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see if if this works or not. Let's do a first IV motor, LEV motor. I want to see it. No. What? Why do we need so many? For the read, okay. I'm excited. But yeah, I think the conveyor. We scanned the pump now, right? Okay. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. Dude, that takes so long. 85 seconds. Man. I want to see the assembly line work. We maybe need a motor or a conveyor belt. 8 stacks, yeah. 64 items per second should be, I think, enough. No, it's not working. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. What? Oh man. Where can I? Yeah, the question is a little bit, why can't this be easy? Okay, let's try again. IV motor. No, not IV motor. LUV motor. Also no. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it doesn't select the first one, right? It selects any. That is kind of the problem. What does Electrum pipe do? How fast is it? 1 stack per size. Yeah, maybe we. So let's see like this. Okay, it takes like 15 seconds, but it kind of works. Oh, okay. Yeah, the question is now a little bit with the blocking mode, right? I have an idea. Maybe this actually works. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Next one is the conveyor module. No. Like this. Okay, play this easy. Next one, unfortunately not, because we need lathe and a bolt. And also an interface card. Let's do 2. Nope. This one here, was it? Okay. Pump is the next one. What? Oh my god, dude. Why? Why do we need to do silicon rubber for that? Oh man. I hate this. Oh, that's full. Okay. Okay, let's first get here everything in. Okay. Solidification array. Yep. These should be all extruder recipes. A rotor could be here, I think. Yes. Small ring could be here. And I think this could be here. Oh. Small pipe. Here? Okay. All right, perfect. Yeah, how do you do that? Methane. And what is this? Diluted hydrochloric acid. Silicon and chloromethane. And on the one. Okay. Okay. Piston. Yeah, maybe we do a line for every kind of thing that we need. So yeah. Okay, the next one is a robo arm. Or we can try to actually do that. But we should have everything except for this one, and this one, right? Or do we? With the motor, lubricant soldering, yeah. As you can see, we need quite a lot of recipes for that. Yeah, let's first go to the 79. Because I think small gear was actually the first one. And gear was quite far. Okay. Then next one up is the robo arm. Question is, what do we need here? Yeah, for now we have to change that at some point. So when we get then better IV and LEV circuit, and I also think, yeah, even EV circuits. Dude, I don't know why you need a circuit for that, but no. God damn it. Oh, we need. Yeah, because this one has on the robo arm, yeah. We unfortunately need no piston again. Man. So, but this time we put it incorrectly. This can go directly here, but this one has to be here. Okay. Next one up is LUV IV field generator, right? All right. Okay, they take really a quite long time. How's our energy doing? Nothing crazy, okay. Alright, what do we need for the... LUV field generator? Do we have the HSS? S. No. Okay, we need this. Yeah, LUV emitter. This one. Okay. That is pretty easy. Just need the assembler, right? 00124. Yeah, we currently cannot craft them because we need... we need the tin barium cuprate stuff. So this one here. And how do we get this? On the 16. 2304 is what? 2304. 16. And that even on the 16. 16 should be over here, I think, yeah. Yeah, at some point we need to... So, okay, so... Doesn't this? That should be the easier one of the two. Just in terms of how fast we can process that. Foil, I think, was over here, right? Alright, question is now how far are we off? Okay, just 2 processors. But yeah, I want to have the circuit assembler as soon as possible. So that we can really really go for it. Not this one. Okay, LUV sensor. Now we need the emitter. The question is a little bit about this one here. But I guess it should be fine. IV emitter. Long rod, is it here? Oh my god, I'm really good. Yeah, still we are processing some iridium. Yeah, this one here needs an LUV assembler. The problem is we can't overclock this. So it's kind of the problem right now. But I think we have that now. Yeah, so this is why we always need to craft this LUV assembler and then or kind of the next energy tier assembler. So I think these ones we all have. Okay, so because these ones should help with the other stuff. Okay. Now we need to do one of the most important parts. All right, so we should have here everything. Exactly one, okay. You cannot debate them. Yeah, this one here is currently the one. I think nuclear light we already have. This one is something that we need to do. So we maybe need the distillery. Or do we? Do we have here an output bus? Is there somehow? Let's try that out real quick. No. Let's see. Yeah, the question is a little bit. Why does it need to be the be the one? It doesn't form. Okay, so we need to build a fractional distillery. For whatever reason. I think we have those. Yeah, we need the LUV substation stuff. Okay, but now we need to do the core things here. Yep. So, LUV machine casing. So, rhodium plated. Whoops. On the 13. Okay, how many do we get? 864 should be 6. Yep. Okay. On the 13. I think this is my 13 here, right? Yep. Okay. Vending machine. No. What did I? No. Yeah, we need interfaces. 0, 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, I think. Perfect. This one gets then crafted here in an assembler. Nope. I don't know what to put. But we can do it like this, I think. Yeah, but do we really need EV energy hedges anymore? What kind of cables do we need? Niobium, titanium. Okay, perfect. Okay. The question is now, yeah, LUV rotor holder. That's what we want. Ruthenium gear. I'd actually try and craft some rhodium plated, or maybe this one here. Okay, we need to do rhodium. How do we get the rhodium? Yeah, heat seat. Wasn't this the weird one with the non-consume water? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. This should be fast, hopefully. How much rutile do we have, by the way? Okay, holy shit. Let's see if we have space for that back here. Yeah. Let's craft another LCR. So that we can do finally rhodium. Yeah, we need to paralyze the tungstic acid. That is such a bottleneck. But yeah, we need to craft in the assembler so that we can do LUV energy hatches, and with the LUV energy hatches we can then craft the substations. And then we can also craft better capacitors. So currently I think we have those, right? No, I think we have those, right? do we have? 27 million. Is that 27? 18 times 150. Yeah, it should be right because no. Wait, what? How many zeros are there? So the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it's this one. So we would want to do this one here for 6 million, but it's just this one here, right? Oh, it's just a scanner. But we need europium for that. And europium is unfortunately fusion. Yeah. I think. Wait, what? Yeah. Europium is unfortunately fusion. So we need to do this one here. The next one. You can do some glass, but what are we currently crafting, by the way? The LCR, right? What is a bottleneck? The IV energy edge. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but that's not the full one, right? Ah, but in the back we don't really need anything, right? We just need... And most importantly, we need an input and... Yeah, this is just stuff, right? But here we just need an input and output bus. So this is... So the input... the output hedge is kind of useless. Let's change that to an input hedge. Bus. Input bus. And then we just use an interface, right? Or let's say 2. Requires europium. Yeah. And then a quarter bolt, okay. Peer-to-peer. Yeah, then let's keep it like really simple. And we actually also don't need a quad input hedge, right? Just need an input hedge. Like a MV1. Where we put like 8k water in. No, come here. Yeah, Yeah, maybe we actually do that here. So input should be here. La la la. Output. Yes, close it up. No, not with this. Yeah, maybe also this one. That's kind of a weird. It's kind of a weird setup, in my opinion. But yeah, what can you do? Yeah, maybe we should do something like this, and then yeah. Let's get the 8K water in here. You know what? Fuck that. I don't care. Okay. Recipe time. What do we have in terms of rhodium? Okay, we have rhodium sulfate. What do we do with the rhodium sulfate? We need to chemical bath that into a rhodium sulfate solution. Okay. Don't care about this. So this is then chemical react. This thing chemical reactor time. Then with this one, we need to put that in here. Let's quickly do that one here. What can we actually do with this one? Ah, this is for this, okay. Then yeah, we have to do this. Rhodium nitrate. And this one gets then back in here. That's how you process rhodium. Let's see if this works. Or if we've fucked up. But it should be possible. Missing sodium nitrate. What? Sodium nitrate. Okay. Yeah, did you get this? Oh my god, wrong pattern. That is quite fast. Holy shit. Yeah, but still we have this kind of issue here. Nice. Oh, we get even 2 out. Okay, that's quite nice. Been there, done that. What else do we need? Yeah, the nitric acid. Or what was it? For the dense stuff, right? Yeah. That is actually maybe a question. The problem is now a little bit, I don't know if, should I do a fractional distillery now? I don't know why you can do an input there. Input for multi-blocks. Yeah, because I also... do I want to? We actually want to do the lead assembling machine now. And also the LUV assembler. We don't need that for anything right now. Yeah, it's kind of a waste. I hate it. Yeah, okay, let's try to add on that. But the LUV one, this the circuit assembler. Yeah, this is what we need. Okay. So, circuit assembler replace. Now scanner is also something that we don't need anymore. No, this one. This is Elite 2, right? So this one, can we craft this? Yes, perfect. Please do. Why do I have so much sodium hydroxide, dude? The fuck? But yeah, the question is kind of what is our goal for the day? Yeah, that's large fractioning. I don't think that we want to do extreme combustion engine, to be honest. Because if you look at that, and what is it called? And air. Okay, no, it doesn't. Here we get 10k tritium, and with 10k tritium, we can do. I think 10k. It's actually 10k. So 10k divided by 125. It's kind of. It's divisible. So we do like 10k helium plasma, and with 10k helium plasma, so kind of the idea is this takes 100 seconds on IV, so 50 seconds on LUV. I think actually the bottleneck will be the, but this, is it 200k on IV for 4 seconds or 2 seconds? 200k divided by 4,000 is 50. 50 times 2 seconds is 100 seconds. So we would need a quad, I think, a quad vacuum freezer. Because this reduces them down to 25 seconds. Then 25 seconds, we put one through in 50 seconds, or maybe even in 2 in 50 seconds, 25 seconds. And then we have 10k per 25, so 10,000 divided by 25, so 400 per second. And 400 per second, because this one here lasts 2 seconds, this gives quite an energy boost, and I think we used them twice, so 1 per second. I don't think that the extreme combustion engine is that much better, because the problem is here we need liquid. air, liquid oxygen to boost that to 32768, and I think the plasma one, this is base production anyway in 16384. So it's quite good. But I need to see. So basically, you need to have like a 3 point, so like a 3x3 wide. Yeah, I think LUV tier we can craft. And the rest is just tungsten steel and a rotor holder. And then it's just the important part is we need an input and output. So one side will be input, the other side will be output, because we will actually route that. For example, this helium plasma, we will route that back into our system. And later on, the same thing with nickel. So we will only go from helium plasma to nickel plasma. Anything in between, I think, is not that. Maybe so argon plasma is not that great in terms of energy value, because you need like carbon and magnesium. You actually do more, but you need carbon and magnesium. Americium is actually the best, but you need plutonium and hydrogen. And this is, I think, doesn't scale that well. It actually produces like 655, so it's a crazy amount. But I don't know if how you can actually get plutonium that easily. I don't know if iron, so silicon, magnesium is, I think, easy. Nitrogen is beryllium and deuterium. No, oxygen is carbon and helium-3. Tin plasma. Tin is silver and helium. Iron, I think, is silicon and magnesium, which you can easily do. Yeah, this one you can't even use. So I think the helium, iron, nickel plasma. So nickel plasma is actually the best in terms of, so it has like 491. This is only 245, and this one has only like 65. So this will be a huge step up from helium to iron. But yeah, let's see about this. What we need to do. Elite assembling machine, yeah. But we can also craft, I think, this one at some point. This is everything IV, yeah. I think we also have quite a lot of netherrack here. And oil sands. Yeah, we also have a lot of sodium glutamate. Yeah, maybe let's add that here again. Because it's so much. But yeah, there's so much chemical stuff involved. Yeah, we need the energy stuff. That's our next priority. But yeah, I would say next time we will set it up, and then we see each other in the next episode. Bye bye.